Hey Steep, welcome to welcome to Hublo Tutor, welcome to Hublo Tutor. It's the same for Blooming WTN83200GB voice mean double close washing machine, and having the Bosch shoes for WTN83200GB Serie/1 condenser center dry anyway, and having the Bloomberg TGF A4 550 condenser pump dry anyway. So anyway guys, just really want to tell you guys, we're currently basically using the Bosch shoes for WTN832 Series/1 condenser center dry again anyway. Apparently we get to use the Bosch shoes 4 again today anyway. Probably get to use this Bosch shoes 4 WTN832 Series/1 condenser center dry again apparently anyway. We get to use this lovely old dryer again, and the Bosch shoes 4 anyway. Probably we get to use this dryer again anyway. So I just want to tell you guys, we're just drying some, basically we're drying some dressing gowns. We're finally going to be drying a load of dressing gowns anyway, which we haven't done in this dry apparently anyway. We ain't got 4 items of dressing gowns anyway, and there's also a few underwear as well anyway. Also there's just a few underwears as well anyway, so just now you know. So guys, we're just going to put them in anyway. So first of all, we've got my dressing gown anyway. Especially this came out from the Blomberg apparently. This just came out from the Blomberg WTN83200 anyway, because that's only been on Fast Below 40 anyway. But to be fair, that's only been on Fast Below 40 anyway. So yeah, it's only been on Fast Below 40 anyway. But we've got my mum's dressing gown anyway. Just you can see, we've got my mum's dressing gown anyway, and we've got my dad's dressing gown anyway. And of course we've got my sister's dressing gown as well anyway. And of course we only got 3 pairs of socks anyway. But so anyway, of course we got a swim towel as well anyway. But really, we also got a swim towel to put in as well anyway. Just because today I've only been swimming anyway, so we've also got a swim towel anyway. So yeah, that's probably pretty much overloaded anyway. So anyway, all we check first is the filter anyway. Oh my bloody god, that's a lot of filter in there, Jesus. Anyway, that's quite a lot of filter in there, quite a lot of fluff in there anyway. Probably after all that dog cares and all that. It's probably after all that dog cares anyway. Probably after all that drying load of dog bed anyway. This is what my mum's been doing today apparently, because she's been doing housework anyway. So yeah, this is why she's been doing housework today anyway. That's why she was ended up doing that anyway. So yeah. Just you can see it guys, this is how much fluff there is in there anyway. But apparently there's no pain apparently, but I'll just put it to the side anyway. But I don't know where we're going to put it anyway, because probably roughly keep it to the side there anyway. So anyway, all condenser is fine anyway. We don't need to unload the condenser anyway for that one. Don't need to unload the condenser for that one anyway. So anyway, the programs we're going to do today, we're going to do an Easy Care Cover Dry Plus anyway. I think today we're going to do an Easy Care Cover Dry Plus anyway. Just because it's dressing gowns, you can see it guys, just because it's dressing gowns anyway. Of course we've got a swim towel as well anyway, so anyway. So yeah, we just got just a big load of dressing gowns. There's only 4 items of dressing gown anyway, and of course we've got a swim towel anyway, and there's a few underwear as well anyway, so anyway. We're going to do an Easy Care Cover Dry Plus anyway with low heat I believe. We're going to select a low heat and a crease guard anyway. Just because we're going to select both options anyway. Which we're going to do an Easy Care Cover Dry Plus anyway with low heat and cover dry and a crease guard anyway. Actually, don't even know whether. Actually, we'll take low heat off to be fair though. We just do Easy Care Cover Dry Plus with a crease guard anyway. Just because it's dressing gowns, I just wanted to do a sensitive dry anyway. So just going to do it with the crease guard option anyway. We're just with the crease guard anyway, which takes about 1 hour and 3 minutes. I'm going to hit start anyway. There we are, drying away now. Anyway, hope this camera doesn't get blowed up anyway during the dry cycle anyway. Yeah, just because unfortunately guys, because my mum's been doing housework today apparently anyway. This is what you can see here though guys, there's just the dog beds anyway. This is what my mum has been washing today in Blomberg anyway. Just been washing those dog beds anyway. Because apparently guys, we haven't gone off basket just now, you know, anyway. Because when it finishes the end of the cycle drying, we probably just have to unload it anyway. Just leave the clothes in there anyway. Apparently we have used the East Care side before apparently anyway. We have basically used the East Care side before anyway, on this dry anyway. But basically we haven't used it for dressing gowns anyway, because I don't know what it's going to be like anyway. Because I don't know what East Care Cover Dry Plus will look like anyway with dressing gown, because we have used it before apparently anyway. Actually, I think apparently we have used it with bedding before apparently anyway, but that didn't dry very well anyway. But that's why, because we're using the East Care side anyway. That's why just to get rid of what's it called anyway. But I can't remember anyway. But because at least we used it with bedding before anyway. But just because with dressing gowns they tend to use the East Care side anyway. Well, even because it's not really fabric anyway, because dressing gowns are not particularly fabric anyway. So that's why we're just doing it on the East Care Cover Dry Plus anyway. Just to see what it looks like with dressing gown anyway. Because I remember one time we have basically used it in the Blomberg TK50 anyway, which we did on some Vegas Cover Dry anyway. But by the way that didn't quite work out anyway. I mean, it's really damp anyway, because that didn't quite work out anyway. Because if it gets really damp dry, we probably just put it back on anyway, like we did last time anyway, with the bedding anyway. But if it's not really dry though, we end up putting it back on anyway. At least this dryer goes around the iron dry anyway. A minute. Oh there you are. Just so you see it guys, that's now changed. The time's now cut down to 44 minutes anyway. Or now it's not iron dry anyway. That's now on 34 minutes iron dry Celsius anyway. Just so you see, look, that's on 34 minutes left, cut down to iron dry Celsius now anyway. Just realised that's now cut down to iron dry Celsius anyway. Just so you can see, look, anyway, it's now cut down to iron dry Celsius anyway. Particularly weird to be fair though, because it does the iron dry set anyway very quickly anyway. Apparently it's so weird because it only does like 6 minutes of drying anyway. So it only does like 6 minutes of drying Celsius anyway, and then it just goes straight to iron dry anyway. It's because the EasyJet, I think it's because with the Easy Care it does like short drying anyway, because that's where it just does short drying anyway. But because on the Cotton's Cover Dry Plus that's just even longer anyway. But the Cotton's Cover Dry Plus that's way longer anyway. Oh, there we are, that's now straight into cover dry Celsius anyway. 24 minutes that's now on to anyway. Can't believe it though, that just cover dry Celsius just goes so quick anyway. It's just, you see now, that's not 24 minutes left cover dry anyway. It's on cover dry Celsius already anyway. I can't believe how dry that quick is though on the EasyCare. God, I can't believe that Bosch Serie forward. I just don't know how dry it gets with the main dry Celsius and the iron dry Celsius anyway. They're both just really quickly anyway. And then it just ends up on 25 minutes left cover dry Celsius anyway. Which is so unbelievable anyway. It's going to get even more damp it is anyway. During the time though, that's going to get even more damp anyway. It's going to get more damp it is anyway. Can't believe that just goes on the main dry Celsius and the iron dry Celsius so quickly. I can't believe it anyway. This is even quicker than the Bloomberg TKF50 anyway. This dry is just more quicker than the Bloomberg TKF83200 anyway. It's because Bloomberg TKF50 is like even less. It even takes less servo anyway. Because like the Bloomberg TKF50, that's just slower anyway. Just slower it gets anyway. Can't believe this dry that does it so quickly anyway. Even to go to the 25 minutes left cover dry Celsius anyway, because I can't believe that anyway. Sorry, so just catch when it's just coming to the end of the cover drive downstairs anyway, about 5 minutes, so it's catch it there anyway. It's cheap Bosch average series Ford WTN83200GB Serie 1 condenser centre dryer anyway. It's just you can see the dryer's now got 3 minutes anyway. So as you can see, we're now coming to the end of the drying cycle anyway. Just really want to tell you guys, we're just now coming to the end of the drying cycle anyway. Of the cover dryers downstairs anyway. Just only got about 3 minutes anyway. Right, I'm just going to check to see how much dry it is in there anyway. It was pretty damp, and yeah, we'll just put it back on anyway. Oh yeah, gotta say, we're a little bit damp anyway, but even, yeah, gotta say, the dressing gown is a little bit damp anyway. And so is the swim towel. Oh well though, that one's not meant to be in there anyway. Yeah, gotta say, it's really damp in there anyway, really damp it is in there anyway. Let's put it back on anyway, because it's still quite damp in there anyway, so, anyway. Yeah, I've got to pretty much say, guys, that pretty much say it is pretty damp in there anyway. It was pretty damp in there, as you can tell anyway. But as you can tell when the dryer was really damp anyway. Really damp it was in there anyway. Because even I did feel the moisture in it coming, because I did feel the moisture anyway. Because even I did pretty much feel the moisture anyway, in the dryer anyway. So that's why we just thought we'd put the dryer back on anyway, because it is really damp anyway. These will just put it back on with the same option what we just did anyway with the crease guard anyway. Now it's probably just going to do the same thing now. It's probably going to do a 6 minute dry, and then it's going to do probably 6 minutes of undry Celsius anyway, just like it did before anyway. Probably it's because of the towel, it just needs more drying. Probably it's because of the swim towel, it probably needs more drying anyway. That's what it is anyway, and so the dressing gowns anyway. I think because one time in the Blombo we never used to put a towel in with the dressing gown anyway. Because I remember one time in the Blombo TRS50 we never used to put a towel in with that anyway. With the dressing gown we never used to put a towel in on that anyway. But we just dry it with dressing gown anyway. But normally we just dry it with dressing gowns anyway. Normally we use it without a towel anyway. Or underwear anyway. Or I would say underwear anyway, and all that. Yeah, we've watched it, guys. That goes on 44 and then it just goes on iron dry. There we go, look. See, it goes down to iron dry, then it does anyway. This is why the time always cuts down to 44 and then it goes down to 34 minutes anyway. But it just goes back to iron dry Celsius anyway. But that's only done 4 minutes of cup drying, that does anyway. Because I think to start with I said about 6 minutes anyway, but now it's probably I've just figured out that does 4 minutes of drying Celsius anyway. But Nossa is going to do the same on iron dry anyway. Not on iron dry Celsius anyway. Nossa is going to do exactly the same thing anyway, like it does on iron dry anyway. Because I think, to be fair, because this dryer here only does like 30 minutes of drying, it does, isn't it? It does like 30 minutes of easy care cover dry plus drying anyway. But I don't know what a normal easy care cover dry will look like anyway on this dry anyway. But anyway, now it's on 25 minutes left, cup dry Celsius anyway. Now it's on to 25 anyway. can't believe that's bloody on 25 minutes cover dry Celsius now anyway. Can't believe it. It's probably because the towel and then dressing gowns are just probably because it's mixed up, well, mixed up anyway. I don't know why, but can't tell anyway. But it's so weird though, because this driver obviously does like, well, I can't remember what it does anyway. Because at the minute so far, now it's done 2 minutes of on dry Celsius anyway, but even with 4 on drying Celsius anyway. But it's just the easy care side is always useful anyway. But I can't really tell on the easy care because it's really useful anyway. It's just absolutely the worst dry it is anyway, because the easy care cover dry plus is probably the worst one anyway to dry with. Low towel anyway, but that's probably the worst one to dry with anyway, with towels anyway, which I wouldn't believe anyway. So just catch her when it's just coming to the end of the cover drive services anyway, to catch her there anyway. Next tube, Bosch Series 4 WTN83200GB Serie 1 condenser central anyway. It's just now got 5 minutes left on cover drive services, so we just got about 5 minutes left anyway. So as you can see that we're now coming to the end of the cover drive services anyway, which is only we're about 5 minutes, we're about half a minute left away from cover drive services anyway, about 5 minutes anyway. Right, we'll just wait for this dry to do it into crease anyway, which is what we usually do anyway. We just wait for this dry to do it into crease anyway. No, I'm just going to wait to see what it does into crease anyway. There we are. Right, now I'm going to check to see how much dry it is in there this time anyway. But oh, a little bit damp on there this time. I think, yeah, again, we're still a little bit damp anyway. But at least we keep it at that anyway. But it's getting there, but it's getting halfway away anyway, of drying anyway. But so yeah, at least it's getting there. At least the dressing gown's getting there anyway, but not quite dry to be fair. At least it's not quite dry anyway. Or even so the towel as well anyway, but even that swim towel isn't dry anyway. But at least it's getting there, but at least it's just probably getting halfway anyway, but at least it's getting halfway dry anyway, so probably call it a day anyway. Let's just call it anyway. So yeah, so anyway guys, hope to swim away with the Bosch Series 4 WTN832 Serie just 1 condenser centre anyway. But I've got to tell you guys, I think it's because with dressing gowns they mostly get so damp anyway. I think during the easy care cycle, I think this is why the clothes get really damp anyway. Especially with that towel in the back though, it's just really damp anyway. I can feel there's moisture anyway, but at least we'll put it back onto the normal dry anyway, like we always do anyway. The cotton's cover dry plus anyway. At least the cotton's cover dry plus that would probably give it the moisture anyway. But so yeah, at least it's getting halfway dry though. But at least it's halfway there anyway. But it's nearly halfway dry anyway, but you could say it's nearly halfway dry anyway, so anyway. So yeah, so anyway guys, so just everybody. So yeah, so tomorrow is Christmas Eve by the way, so tomorrow's Christmas Eve anyway. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be filming the Blumberg. Tomorrow's probably filming the, I think tomorrow I will be filming the Blumberg TKF A4 550 tomorrow anyway, because apparently tomorrow I will be filming the Blumberg TKF A4 550 tomorrow anyway, the ones in the garage anyway. So hopefully we get to do some video of that tomorrow anyway. Or if not, and then I'll probably just do it maybe for this weekend coming apparently anyway. If I can't do it anyway. If I can't do any videos of the Blumberg Keep 'em Dry, and then I'll just have to film the Blumberg doing 20 instead anyway. But depends if I'll film this lovely old machine anyway. Whether I might film this one instead anyway, or the Blumberg TKF 50 anyway. But we'll have to wait and see what we do tomorrow anyway. But we'll have to wait and see what's going on tomorrow anyway. But we might not be doing washing and drying because just because on Christmas Day, with these two machines we don't often do washing and drying anyway. Between these two machines we don't often do washing and drying anyway. But anyway, at least we get to do some videos of the Blumberg TKF A4 550 tomorrow anyway. Hopefully anyway. So hopefully we get to do a bit of video of that tomorrow anyway. Or if not, then just had to be the Blumberg WTN83200GB anyway. Yeah, so yeah. So if not, it just had to be the Blumberg WTN83200GB anyway. Which is what we usually do anyway. And also for this Wednesday, Christmas Day, we'll be filming my grandparents' Hoover Dynamo X anyway. Which my grandparents' Hoover Dynamo X anyway. So hopefully we'll get to do a bit of video of that anyway. Do videos of the Hoover Dynamo X on Wednesday anyway. Probably just when it's on Christmas Day anyway. Hopefully get to do videos of the Hoover Dynamo X anyway. Hopefully. So yeah, so anyway guys, hope you everybody. So yeah, just say guys, stay tuned. However you're on YouTube, just stay tuned. However you're on YouTube, stay tuned. Whether you're on YouTube and score me, whether you're on YouTube, score me. Whether you're on YouTube and give me a request. Whether for this Blumberg WTN83200GB spin double cross washing machine, or the Bosch Series 4 WTN832 Serie/1 condenser centre anyway, or the ones in the garage is the Blumberg TKF A4 550 condenser heat pump dry anyway, the double A class A Green Plus anyway, condenser heat pump dry anyway. Save me guys, just game request from these two machines, whether for the Blumberg Green Plus washing machine or the Bosch Series 4 tumble dry, or the Blumberg Green Plus TKF A4 550 condenser heat pump dry anyway. So yeah, because it's so weird though. If you can't see your clothes in the dryer, this is why. This is just because, guys. Because if I was filming the Bosch Series full dry, this is why the camera gets blurred up. You see anyway. If you see that, guys, this is why it shows up anyway. Because when the camera gets blurred up, this is why you can't see the door very well anyway. You have to use it with the display anyway. But really, this is why it's so hated though. To be fair, so you see that this is why it keeps on focusing anyway. This is why I don't like proper Bosch Series full dries with the door like that anyway. But I like it with the door glass. But I just like it without with this door anyway. With this door, I just find it even difficult because the camera cord gets blurred up anyway. But so like the same on my grandparents' Bosch Series 4 anyway, because that does the same thing as well anyway. Like on the Bosch Series 4 Venom Dry anyway, that does exactly the same thing to this one anyway. But to be fair, because if you can't see the door through in there, yeah, because that's why you can't really see it anyway. This is why Bosch Series 4, this is why from Bosch Series 4 dries, this is why camera always gets blurred up anyway. But if it lights up right, this is why it gets blurred up anyway. But at least it's during the drying cycle. This is why it blurs up quite a bit anyway, because it does blurs up a bit anyway. But really, I know someone said to me on a comment the other day, because they said to me they were able to open the door on this dry anyway. But really, I'm not allowed to do that anyway, because I know someone trying to comment that last time anyway. I think it was, I can't remember who it was anyway, but. Sorry, I just can't remember who it was anyway. The one who tried to comment me every time though anyway. Like on Hopping Lovers YouTube anyway. But anyway, I think it was something to do with the French or the Spanish person anyway. Who did that anyway. I think it's one of the Spanish YouTube account anyway. But I might have to check it out anyway. Probably to check on YouTube anyway. Just gonna see on the comments anyway on YouTube anyway. Yeah, see, if you see this comment there, that's the Bosch Dry. That's why he comments me anyway. That's this YouTube person anyway that tried to con me that all the time anyway, saying it overdoing the Bosch anyway. But really, because really I'm not supposed to do that anyway. Because me, I'm not supposed to open the door on this dry anyway, because I'll get told off for that anyway. But really, I wouldn't do it anyway. I wouldn't open the door on the Bosch Series 4 anyway. Especially with the screw life. This is why most people do that anyway. Because if you open the door with this though. Because this one it closes anyway. That's where you constantly close inside the dryer anyway. If I was to open it right, that's where you can't see it. That's where you can see the clothes going through anyway. But with the screw thing, you have to anyway. That's where you have to use it with the screw anyway. But fortunately, I'm not allowed to do that anyway. Because that's why I hate this door anyway. Because that's where you can't see through the clothes in it anyway. But really, because I really prefer the Bosch Series 4 with the door glass anyway. But we should have got a better Bosch Series 4 drying than that anyway. But really, we should have had a better drying than that anyway. Because like with the Blumberg TR50, that's got a better door glass to this one anyway. Because this one doesn't have a door glass anyway. Because this one it's got because this one here that's got without door glass anyway. But the one you get at Curry's, you can get Bosch Series 4 with the door glass anyway. But because this one is without the door glass anyway. This is what I don't like anyway. Because it blurs up the camera anyway. Because if I'm filming right, this is why it blurs up the camera anyway. So yeah, and also it can be the same on the Bosch Series 4 Venom Dry as well anyway. Not my grandparents' one anyway, that can do the same thing anyway. Well, I don't know what my cat's doing there, but probably been something there, but I can't. Looks like it's trying to get out or something anyway. It's my cat there anyway. Oh yeah, she's out anyway. I think this is why she's scratching something anyway. When it says pet safe on it, you can see anyway. This is where the cap flap is, isn't it? This is where you call it cap flap anyway. This is where my cat just is anyway. But anyway, at least she's gone now anyway. So yeah, like we said, tomorrow we will be filming the Blumberg TF83200GB tomorrow anyway, and Wednesdays will be the Hoover Diamond X anyway. But if I can't do any video of the Blumberg TF50, then I'll have to just do something else anyway. Then I might have to do the video of the Blumberg WTN83200GB anyway. But if I didn't have enough time to film the Blumberg TF50 anyway, might do it tomorrow anyway, but I'm not sure anyway. I'll have to wait and see what I'm doing tomorrow anyway, for Christmas Eve anyway. But I might have to wait what I'm doing tomorrow anyway. So anyway, so I just have to wait and see anyway. So anyway, so the Bosch Series 4, you can see the dressing gowns, it's still a bit damp anyway, but At least it's starting to cool down a bit though. But at least the damp is probably, at least the moisture is starting to go away on it anyway. But anyway, well, you can see the sock is pretty dry now anyway. But I think it's probably the towel is anyway. I think it's just the towel that needs to get all dry anyway. So I'm going to put it back onto Colin's Cover Dry Plus anyway, which I'm not going to film for that part anyway. So yeah, so anyway guys, so don't forget to keep us supporting and go to the hobby never.